It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Throwing again is gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and now it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Watch the call. Watch the call. Out, 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 out. Pick the edge, pick the edge.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about lean this week. They didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. 180. 21, 21.
Throwing on second and 14. Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Chef.
13. 21. Hey, Zoo.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert! Alert! Lock!
Looking to throw. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. Like 80!
Like the 59. Wild Bill.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the Rams' 6-yard line.
On 2nd and goal. Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
I don't think you got it.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Like 20!
Hey, let's get this, get this.
Now a first down throw, gone. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Garoppolo on first down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go. Like 20. 21. Here we go.
Check.
Lock.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, gone. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
1, Omaha. Let's make these big. 21. Kill.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
To throw is gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. First down, it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. He don't want it. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Tighten up. Time.
Goff now to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Again, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Johnny Hekker now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustments. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
He's going to air one out. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they have possession, and they at the 38-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go. Black 20.
54 Mike. Let's get it together, defense.
Gurley again here on first down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th.
It's our time. It's our time.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
65.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
21.
This is Mostert. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here I come again.
Garoppolo. And his pass incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he finds Daniels. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A play fake to Gurley, now gone. They got a man, it's Woods. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the 50, it's gone. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 1st and 10, gone. And this is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Back to throw, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
17. Hey, Delta.
Mike 51. Yo.
Listen.
51.
Five.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20.
You trap. 25.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Go ahead.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. This is Coleman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Niners are able to stretch their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
20.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Now Goff on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Now Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at their own 44. On the counter, here's Coleman. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for L.A., the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.